On the ground, it's Swift to start the drive. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at second down. So, Charles, you look at this offense, what a start to the season. 5 wins without a loss. When do you think that you start believing that maybe you're in the midst of something special?
Well, you and I both know every head coach never wants that thought to creep into a locker room. But the truth of the matter is, not quite at this time, because if we look at the Steelers in 2020, they're a great example. Remember, they started 11-0, then lost 5 of 6 and went out in the first round. But I think if you get toward mid-November, the Thanksgiving time frame, and you're still doing this, that's when things start to get real for a ball club. It's pretty early in the game, but they've already tried to establish him not just as a runner, but as a receiver as well. Didn't happen there, but I wouldn't be surprised at all to see them try again shortly.
A tough spot here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 7. Swift going to try up the middle. And he'll be brought down at the 28, and that is well short of the first. Give him 2 yards on that play, and that's going to bring up a 4th down. Here's Jack Fox now. This will be taken at the 10. They'll call that a punt of 59 yards. Tough to do better than that. And the offense will come back out deep in their own territory. Now Patterson to start the drive. And he'll be taken down at the 18. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5. Now this defense for the Lions, they put together a strong effort last week in the win over Chicago.
And as in any game, takeaways are always a big key. They're always discussed on defense. There's an emphasis there. And they came away with 3 interceptions in that game.
On second down, a run with Patterson. And he's able to get up here to the 26. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run. And let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down. Otherwise, it's going to be a long afternoon.
They'll look to throw now on first down. Eluding the pressure right. And he lost the football. But this will get out of bounds, so possession will stay the same. Well, obviously you never want to fumble, but if you do, good to be towards the sideline. It saves them the possession.
Saves the embarrassment, saves it going down on the play sheet as a turnover. But I still think it should go to the defense, even if they don't recover it. If you give up the football, you gave up the football.
And that's caught inside the 35. And touchdown. A great play there. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Monarchs will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon. Extra point by Koo, up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. Here's Roberts to bring it out of the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. Offense ready to kick off their next drive. And the first drive, 3 and out. Second possession, see if they can get a little momentum.
And oftentimes that first drive is just a feeling out process. You have some plays that you've got called and you want to see how the defense reacts. It may not go terrific on the first one. Now they're ready to go. They've kind of got to look at them, got a sense. Let's see if they open things up a little bit.
See if they open things up. Let's see what the defense does here, too, after a good stop. In motion left here, one of their tight ends. Right back to Swift again on second down. He is taken down at the 21 after a short gain of 2.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority 1.
They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. Off play action. Burke. Binds, and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. And that's Grady Jarrett who forced his way through to register the sack.
Chalk that one up to bad acting, I guess, because they certainly failed to sell the handoff, and the pressure stayed keyed in on the quarterback. No Oscar awards for this offense, just a loss of yardage.
And here now the punter Fox as he sends this one away. Fielded at about the 28. They juked him. The danger of a punt that good, a 16-yard return. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. Now, they dipped a game below 500 following the loss last week, and you get the sense that maybe this team's at a little bit of a crossroads here.
Yeah, I think that's a really good way to put it, because what's that old malaprop? If you come to a fork in the road, take it. Because this crew, they're losing ground fast. They've got to start winning some ball games. And the good teams, they're starting to separate themselves, and these guys are being left behind.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. Open man is Kyle Pitts, his tight end. And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives them a much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
They'll run with Patterson. And he won't be close to a 1st down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain there, and it leads to a 4th down. On is Jamie Gillen to punt this one away. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. To return is Roberts. A pretty good punt there, but also a nice return of 12 yards. And the Lions will take over. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. Still in the first half, but this offense has struggled. Haven't really been able to get anything going, not only in the points category, but in the yards category. We'll see if they can do better here on this drive. Here's a handoff to Swift running left. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. 11 yards there and a Lion 1st down. He was well over 100 yards last week. He told us this week, a little ambitious, said he wants to hit that 200 mark. We'll see.
Makes sense, though, doesn't it? Have we ever run into a running back that had a great game the week before that didn't think that's just going to naturally continue? Just make sure you feed me the football. And that's what they're all about. Continuity, rhythm, number of carries. Just keep giving it to them.
The Lions at a perfect 5-0 here to begin the campaign. And they've certainly found their groove of late. Winners of 5 in a row.
And this team is absolutely playing their best football right now. This is the best that we've seen them play in a long time, partner. Sky's the limit as far as they're concerned. Their confidence really soaring.
He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. And that's going to be caught downfield by Chark. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. First catch for him on the afternoon, and it results in a first down.
We talk about mobility on quarterbacks all the time. Here's where it really pays off. Able to move, evade, and is accurate throwing on the run and picking up a first down.
Throwing on first down. Burke. And it's complete to Mitchell. And the tackle going to be made at the 38.
When the offense reads blitz, doesn't matter where it's coming from, tight ends know that they become a big part of the passing game because they should be an easy outlet when all those extra bodies are trying to get to the quarterback. A hot route, so to speak.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Off the play fake. Burke steps away. He's got this to Williams, complete. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. Call that a very strong gain of 24. They will run straight ahead with Swift. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. DeAndre Swift, his 8th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Lions are within an extra point of tying up this ball game. Point after, right down the middle. And we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And Charles, a very uninspired effort the last time we saw them out there. It was a quick 3-and-out, and they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going.
Here we go. Yellow, 22.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. And the Lions are going to take possession of the football. So problems with errant passing continuing. Remember, he threw 2 picks in the loss last week, and now another here in this first quarter.
And sometimes, partner, this is the result of a quarterback who's simply trying to do too much. Feels like he's trying to make up for what he did last week. And you can't do it all on one throw.
On 1st and 10, it's Swift. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up. Troy Anderson, the man on the tackle. These two teams all tied after 1. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Back to throw. Burke. The quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete.
Receiver coaches preach to their guys all the time. Separation, that's what's going to make the play successful. That time there was very little, and I think they were actually fortunate that it was only knocked away and not intercepted.
They haven't made much of this great starting field position they had. Here's 3rd and 6. They go jet sweep here with Williams. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. Boy, that's a 5-yard loss. 4th down now. And this one is right down Broadway. That kick, by the way, Charles, a career long.
Well, we did watch him in pregame, and he hit from this distance, so not a surprise. but there still is something exciting about it, carrying it over from practice and pregame to actually doing it in live action.
And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and they'll take over at the 25. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive.
And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back. But make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
The Lions now going to use the second of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside.
At the 23, it's 2nd and 12.
On play action, they'll throw. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
Second time in this game, Charles, the ball is squirted out from his hands. Luckily, his teammate was there to pounce on it.
You're right. Got the lucky bounce, able to retain possession. You know, we often talk about the combine and why do we measure quarterbacks' hands. Is that really a big deal? It's for situations like this. Do you have the hands big enough and strong enough to hold on to the football while being jostled?
That's caught left side to tight end Pitts.
So the completion results there in 9 yards. And that's going to make it 4th down.
I think that call was made not so much to try and get the first down, although they would have taken it if they could have gotten it, but to give their punter a little bit of space and try and help out their defense.
Yeah, they got the safe completion on 3rd. Here now, Roberts.
A very good punt, but a 16-yard return.
And out will come the offense as they take over. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive.
Last time out, you remember their drive stalled, but thanks to their kicker, booted a long field goal to at least get them 3. Now here they'll try to do better and find the end zone.
And in our experience, how much fun is it for coaches to know that they've got a kicker who can nail it from long distance? Now the hard part is, as an offensive play caller, you don't want that in your head too much where you're relying on it, and he goes out and gets the job done for them. But I'm quite sure he would be content to just kick extra points from here on out.
Yeah, absolutely no question. I think his teammates would be okay with him just kicking the extra points as well.
So the completion results there in 9 yards, and that'll give him a short yardage situation here for 2nd down.
A handoff, Swift running to the left.
And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line. Able to get the 1 yard he needed, but nothing more.
2nd and 1, and people want to run the football. This is where every back in the league is supposed to do exactly what we just saw there. Pick up the first down.
On 1st down, Burke.
This is Alexander Madison out of the backfield with it.
And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. So the completion good for 6 yards, and it's 2nd down.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
To throw on 2nd down, Burke escaping the pressure right. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete.
And he's brought down inside the 20 at the 18-yard line.
that might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get it out to your running back, and it can turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
Off play action. Burke. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
These guys had to settle for a field goal their last time moving the ball down the field. They may have to do it again on this drive. That could be frustrating.
Yeah, I don't want to be cliche, but at least they were able to get 3 last time. 3 here, not the worst thing in the world. They'll try it now with Swift.
And boy, is he close. Did he get there? No, they're going to say he's short of the line to gain. The Lions turned away on 4th down. And as a result, possession switches hands. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. As we eke closer and closer to intermission, Charles, remember last time out they punted. They would love to get points here, especially if this is going to be their final possession of the first half.
Yeah, and this is what close games feel like because the pressure is on both sides, but sometimes the pressure is a little bit higher on the team with the slight edge because they're trying to hold on to that, trying to increase it. Let's see how this one continues.
Straight ahead, Patterson.
And from the 15, they're able to work this up to the 20 for a pickup of a handful.
That second down play call was not to pick up the first down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable 3rd down because they had incompletion on 1st down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. On 4th down, here's Jamie Gillen on to punt. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. This is brought in at the 21. So call that a 56-yard punt with a return of about 11. And they will take over 1st and 10. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And on the last drive, they were in field goal range. They just opted not to kick it, didn't get it. How does that change the mentality this go around?
I don't think it changes much for the head coach because this is what he preaches all the time. Attack at all times in any spot on the field, and he likes touchdowns, not field goals. Now, your field goal kicker, you've got to make sure you nurse him through and say, okay, don't worry about it.
Over the middle, and there's a diving catch. First time they've hooked up here. Good for 17 and a first down.
From the gun, here's Swift. We remind you in just a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Orlando and our good friend Jonathan Coachman. Coach will run through some of the numbers and the next-gen stats from this first half of football so far. Now an option play on 2nd down.
And just 1 yard here from the 49 to the 50.
Typically on the read option play, when we talk about responsibilities, we're talking about what the quarterback has to go through. How about the inside linebacker, though? His job on this play, shadow the quarterback and hold him to a short gain. Did it to perfection.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw.
And that's out to the flat for Swift. And he is going to have a Lions first down as he'll be marked down a yard or 2 past the marker following a gain of 6.
On 1st and 10, Burke.
They'll try and set up the screen to Swift. And he's going to be marked down just inside the 35.
And this pass rush has really been bringing the heat and has already gotten home a few times here in the first half. So how about the play call there? Sometimes if you can't protect, you've got to fool them. Screen passes like that can take a little steam out of what's been a relentless rush so far.
He finds his man, complete. It's Mullins.
And he'll be marked down at about the 26-yard line.
That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
And he fires one that's intercepted. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half.
CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward. Not too shabby for his first carry of the game. That's exactly what most teams are looking for, a really good change of pace back.
They'll look to throw here on first down.
He's got Patterson on the out route.
And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. And they line up now for what will likely be the last play of the first half. They'll throw now on the final play. And a little floater there is incomplete. So we've reached halftime here in Detroit with the Lions out on top. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. Good, tight football game thus far. 10-7 the score as we resume action on EA Sports.
And we will not see a return to start the half, as this will be a touchback.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive.
Charles, it'll be interesting to see what adjustments this offense made in the locker room. Haven't really been able to get anything going offensively, virtually nothing in the ground attack either. So certainly something has to change here in quarter three.
And I'm pretty sure their friends from the defensive side of the ball told them exactly that, because those guys, the stop troops, they've been playing pretty well, and they've kept them around in this game. Now, they've got some time. The running game struggled in the first half. Opposition knows how to focus on defending the pass here. They've got to re-energize that ground game and maybe open things up for a comeback here in this half.
15 yards on the play, first down.
Well, that's always a good place to throw it, just because he's one of the biggest targets not only on this team but in the National Football League.
And you and I both know the quarterbacks love these large-bodied tight ends, and why not? Nowadays, they're really wide receivers who are just taller and have a little bit more weight. These guys catch the football, make big plays downfield. In the old days, we wanted them to block. Now coaches want them to catch the football first.
He was unable to shake free there. They'll cover him for a loss of a yard.
Heck of a play there to get to him quickly and get him down for a loss.
I think they did a really nice job getting ready for this game, scouting, watching film, and understanding defensively what the play design was.
2nd and 11.
They'll look to throw here. Throw left side complete. That's Glover.
And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield.
Timing is so important on a route like this, because he's going to line up out right and then cut straight across the field. I think the ball might have come out a count or two too late, because by the time he was able to secure it, not much of a chance to turn it upfield.
Third down, here's Patterson. And that one going nowhere from the start as he's met in the backfield and goes backwards. Losing 2 yards that time, and now it's 4th down.
This defense is just flat getting after it. They have not given up much of anything in the run game. Case in point right there.
Here's Jamie Gillen now. He's been terrific so far. And a great job on special teams to down it, as this will be marked out inside the 5-yard line.
That punt was near perfection as it checked up inside the 5-yard line. You never know where these things are going to go, do you?
No, what was it? You got a John Heisman quote about that, right?
Yeah, he said the football is roughly a prolate spheroid, which means it's going to bounce funny, and you never know where it's going to end up.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. Now, this game, it has obviously been all about the defense on both sides of the football. Which offense is going to break through here? We'll see if they can do it on this drive. 54 yards on the ground for him so far.
I think they're ahead of schedule now after that run. They might be bold with this second down call after that type of a gain.
Six yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. And with the play clock reading 4, we're going to get a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. Working with a 2nd and 4. They'll stay on the ground with Swift. And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4. And he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom. Quick, quick, quick. And what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
On 3rd down, here comes Swift. And he's brought down short. 2 yards there, needed 4.